Okay, good evening, everyone. Welcome to class. Yeah, so without wasting our time, yeah, so we won't be doing much today. We'll just be talking about the challenges beginners face, like beginners writers, what they face, why, when they start writing or before they begin their writing journey. Yeah, because normal there is no job, there is no work that every individual can do that doesn't have its own challenges that we won't like ourselves about. You know, but today I just want to focus on writers because that's my own niche and that's what I know best to address, what I know best to talk about. Yeah. So number one that I have on my list is the fear of not being good enough. Like most beginners, they say something like, "What's this rubbish?" Everybody has that stage whereby I feel that what I wrote cannot be appreciated, which is fine. You're just starting out. No one is expecting you to be perfect. You yourself, you're not expecting yourself to be perfect. But that fear, that fear will just be there that everything you are writing, everything you're putting out must be perfect. No, that will actually stunt your growth because you want to be perfect at all costs. That there's no way you want to do it. It will definitely stunt your growth. How do you? Sorry. Now, as a beginner, what are you supposed to do? Don't overthink. Don't delay. The truth about the matter is, everybody starts messy because at first your job, yeah, might seem so basic. Your writing might be basic. Yeah. Don't let down on yourself. Every great writer that you know today, that you see today, that you adore today, nobody starts writing like Shakespeare. Everybody starts from somewhere. Now that's on that one part. Then number two things that majority, even not only beginners face this, let me say the OGs, the low, those who were respected, sometimes they do. But this one is very common to beginners, which is inconsistency. Now, writing today, disappearing for 2 weeks, lies, doubt, and distractions will definitely get into our way, especially if you are doing something that nobody is actually encouraging you. There is no encouragement, there is no motivation to do it. You might want to, there's no way you keep at it. You feel that okay, maybe you're not doing enough, that people are not appreciating you. See, this is a life session that we're talking to ourselves. No one eh, gets better when we show up today, we don't show up tomorrow. You post today, you don't post tomorrow. Everything we are doing in this life, yeah, we need to understand that it's a journey, irrespective of the part of life that we chose to venture into. Consistency must be part of it. Consistency should be what should be imbibed. Nobody needs to preach consistency to anyone before we know that we need to do it. To be honest, as no student of mine will be lazy. We are not in need of lazy writers anymore. We have a lot of writers out there, but we don't need lazy writers anymore. What we need is hardworking writers that can actually bring out that idea from wherever they saw it to. So I would say this, please, let's be consistent in whatsoever we are doing. You post today, you write today, you write tomorrow, you write next tomorrow, the day that follows, you keep writing. That's how you learn. That's how you get better. You don't just say, I don't have much time. I understand the fact that life happens. But basically, what affects most beginners that makes them want to be a little bit skeptical about doing it every day is majorly is doubt. They don't trust their ability. They don't trust themselves. I won't lie to you. You yourself, you won't lie to me. Everybody has been there. It is normal for doubt to set in. It is normal. Yeah. But me and you, we can come together and solve this one track for all. You don't need to write five stories or five poems in a day. No, it could be one poem today, one poem tomorrow. That's how it gets better. It could be one story today, another story tomorrow. That that's how it is. People will know you for what you're doing because you stay at it. Let's be honest with ourselves. If you can gather five of your friends and ask them, what are you good at? And two out of them can point at, he's a good story writer. It's a good poem. It's a good poet. He writes poems so easily. You know, he's a good romantic story writer. Nobody can point at it. That is what you do effectively. That means you're not actually doing anything that what people to watch out for. Stop that inconsistency. It won't help you. It will do you a favor. The number three I've come across is this: trying to stand like everyone else. Now, I will explain. Beginners, they want to start their writing from the famous writers they've read instead of trusting in their own voices. See, one thing that we need to know, we need to accept this. As an individual, we have our own ability, we have our own voice, we have our own audience. I follow a lot of writers. I learned a lot from writers. I don't want to sound like them. I don't want to write like them. You know, one thing is that writing is actually communication. We can't lie. We can't lie about that. You're speaking to people. You're speaking to some people. No matter how you feel it is, you're speaking to some people. So now you as a beginner, what you should do is not that I read a book from Shakespeare, maybe it's your favorite writer, or maybe you know writing is diversified. We're not talking about poems here, we're not talking about content here, we're not talking about songs here. It could be a romantic writing, it could be article, it could be anything, it could be copywriting. So writing is not limited to maybe uh content writing, poem, speech writing. No, we have copywriting. So you get so what I would advise anyone, find your own voice. Find a way you can communicate yourself to your readers. That's just the best thing that you need to do. Because if you don't find that ability that you have in yourself, you will miss out in a lot of things. Because people, okay, let's say this in form of scripture. Yeah, the Bible said, "I know my sheep. My sheep hears my voice. My sheep knows my voice, and the voice of a stranger they will not follow." Now, see yourself now as a shepherd and your audience. the shit. You need to find a way to communicate effectively to them. That's how it is. Because if your voice, if they cannot recognize your voice, they will know that something is actually off for you. So if that's your challenge, forget about that. I'm not saying you should not read from other people. Read. I'm not saying you should not follow people. Follow them. But don't read to sound like them. Don't read to write like them. Don't read to give people the same thing they are feeding their audience. Know your audience. Know how to meet your audience at a point. That's how to get better. Because you can't get better by writing like everybody else. You have to be different. You know? To be honest, just start. Then as you grow, you need to polish your writing and get better. Then the number four is this: weak structure. You have a good idea, the arrangement is poor. There is no clear beginning, confusing middle, then the ending. You just want to end it, like you just want to yeah, to be honest, yeah. I don't want to I don't want to talk down on anyone because most time that's just the fact. Because one of the people that has the craziest ideas, there are people that they don't even write. Let's be honest ourselves here. They just have the idea, but to put it down, that's one of the craziest thing like that's one of the hardest things they they can do. It happens to me like it, before I jumped into content writing, before I started script writing, I used to have idea, like a lot of idea. But oh yeah, let me put it down. Bah, 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 bah. That's where the issue is. It's like a sin that my mind is running from. You know, Bible told us to run from every appearance of evil. It's like that. Like I have I have a lot of ideas, but the moment I try to put it down as content, as stories, my head just suddenly went off blank. The beginning. Sometimes I will even start because I started writing at a point. At a point, I'll just turn into poetry because I got tired. It's confusing. So it happens. To be honest, let's not let ourselves. When you're starting, you're beginning everything. Just want to. So I won't fault you. It is normal for that to happen. No one starts being perfect. So how do you now overcome these challenges? If if you find yourself in this kind of situation, now invest more in proofreading. You get better when after writing your content, after writing everything, you read, you edit. You don't just write and you feel that you've done the best. You read, yeah, you edit. That that's how to overcome this. Because you can't say you write at a go and the next thing on your mind is how to publish it. Is I I I read a book last year. Ah, see, I would say that's one of the worst book I ever read in my entire life. From the first page, I got discouraged. Why? Mistakes. Mistakes were more like at the point I have to start correcting the sentence in my head. I read the first page, the second page. I felt that maybe the third page might be better. Um, bro, it didn't get better. It got worse. So I stopped. So you need to invest in proofreading. Third act, because this is what we missed out. Why writing is this? I don't know if any of you, yeah, notice this. If you're writing, you yourself, you won't see your mistake. You won't see your mistake because automatically your mind corrects everything, because you're writing from your mind, so automatically your mind becomes the art. So you might not be able to point out the mistake at once, but after writing, you get to your friend or someone to proofread for you. To be honest, because the other person will be the one to not point that mistake out, that there is a mistake, there's an error in all these places. The person will be the one to correct them for you. So if you're given a job or you're writing for yourself, improve. I mean, invest in proofreading. So that now imagine that author of that book now publish another book. Even if that book, the latest one, is better than the former one, I can't waste my money purchasing the author's book again. Why? He has dealt with me the first time. The first one might be a mistake. The second one might be a mistake. But as you grow as a writer, as you grow, there are some mistakes that are not actually expected of you. Let's not deceive ourselves. If you say they will accept me for who I am, this is see, there are some links that we find ourselves that people don't people don't accept our mistakes. They don't take us for who we are, because it is their own mind. We are not actually writing. You and I, you yourself, you're not writing for your own personal consumption. It's like a chef now that is preparing meal, preparing food for multitude of people, and the chef is now saying they should take it like that. Maybe the chef loves too much mangi or too much salt, and no, the business will go bankrupt. They will lose customer, because why? It's not everybody that loves too much salt in their food. So now let's now apply that scenario in your book, in your writings, in your write up. How will the audience feel when there are a lot of anyhowness in your writing? That's how it is. So please, everyone, whether you're a beginner or you are an OG, you are an Agba, don't be too sure of what you are writing. Improve and invest in editing, proofreading. Read your book. Then the number five one, I don't want to dwell much on this, but that should be grammar assignment. So beginners stop doing mid sentence, worrying about commas and tenses, all those things like where to put comma, where to put full stop, and then paragraphing your work and everything. See, like I said, you're starting out. Write as it comes to your mind, because the moment you start having anxiety about all these little stuff, you get discouraged. Yeah, sometimes even me myself, I used to forget where the comma, where the full stop. I just write as the inspiration comes. I just write. So when I'm now editing my job, my work, that's when I will start uh putting the necessary marks, icon where there's supposed to be comma, all those things. Then the last thing that I'm going to share, I'm going to talk about, is lack of confidence to share. Almost beginners can fear. Yeah. see, I don't know. Everybody cannot be like everybody cannot be like me. The first poem I wrote in my life, boom, I gave it out. Nah, man, I don't have time. I will not be doubting myself. The first script I wrote, like the first script, it was a job. I've never in my life wrote script before when I got that job. I just, I nothing concerns me. To be honest, the first ghostwriting job I got as well, like everything was just what I've not done before. Why? Because I feel that to me it's writing, I can do it. To be honest, like me too. I feel it's not overconfidence. When you are sure of yourself, you won't be scared. Nah, to be honest. So to be honest, yeah, as a beginner, I understand that there is fear for criticism. Like like will people accept it? The fear of being ignored. See, every day that you show up to write and post your job. Now you know that when I even started writing, the this thing is not even common as this. Social media is not even common as this. We only make use of Facebook then. So then majority of my job were posted on Facebook. If you go to my Facebook page, almost I don't embarrass myself. Oh. Say you get. So there are some people they will like your post. There are people they won't. They will see. It is normal for people to ignore you when you're just starting. It is normal. It is normal for people to criticize. See, the moment you start taking all those criticism into art, that people will criticize me, people will not appreciate me. See, you won't grow. I've met some people in real life. They will tell me that you are the tuner on Facebook. I like yes. I know you. You used to write poems. I like, but you've never liked any of my poems before. So see, no matter what you're doing, there are people that they are secretly love what you're doing, but they won't just show themselves. If you're not ready, see me, I'm a very shy person. This what I'm doing now, is like if there is something that I can do that I can pay any amount of money that I don't want my face to be seen outside. Yeah, I'm very shy. So you get, but the only means of communication I have is this writing. To be honest, yeah, is this writing. So I tend to invest more on it. The first content I wrote, I was in my room when I wrote it, and I don't even read this. I don't do anything. I was just happy that I wrote a short story. Boom! I opened TikTok account, Twitter account, Instagram account. I posted this me. Nothing concerns it. Like nothing me more go. To be honest, and that has actually helped me. That has actually opens a lot of doors for me that people that I'm begging on their Instagram DM that please, I'm a writer. I want to work for you. They are in my WhatsApp. Like see, like it's crazy. They are in my WhatsApp. Yeah, I'm begging them on Instagram that please let me work for you. They are on my WhatsApp page. Like please help us to write this thing. To be honest, because of people I've worked for, I've never seen like I don't even know them, and we are in the same city, but nothing concerns me. So again, my own is just to write and submit. So see, let's go, there are a lot of mistakes. There are a lot of things that affect beginners. But let's not actually uh talk much about that. The one I've listed there, if you can overcome those ones, trust me, Ajengo, your way to greatness. To be honest, no, see, me, if there's anything I can do in this life, is to motivate people. I can motivate people to that. Even see, if there's a way they can motivate people to, I mean, probably, but when it comes to motivation, trust me, I can do that one effortlessly. Writing is easy. See, see, writing is easy. To be honest, writing is easy, but just need to put in the work. If you're with me, uh, see, yesterday I completed a project I've been working on since last year. That same yesterday, I created another storyboard for another novel, for another project. That's how my own work creative. I post every day on my TikTok. I post every day on all my social media platforms. I think it's only Facebook. I'm not really that active because most time I used to forget that I have Facebook account. But TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Check my page, Pen by Tunu. They are there. You will see my story. If you don't see story, you will see poem. So to be honest, writers and Bolo will say, I jingo. No, but don't worry, this page is only dedicated to writers. We'll talk and we'll have fun. And we'll do a lot of stuff together. Like I said, look, our last in last live stream we did, I spoke about how to write poem as a beginner. So next time I will do live clinical and I can just talk about anything. So that's just simple. No, I'm a spirit man. So I can wake up tomorrow and I will tell you about how I started writing or why I lost my money to scammers. So that's it of today's class. Don't worry. Next time if you are coming, make sure you come with Jota and Bio because we'll be learning a lot together. We'll be doing a lot together. That I promise you. This year, wallahi, all of una go take your writing journey seriously. Hey again, if you are an OG, if you are a beginner, welcome to my space. This is a new space. Hey again, don't worry. See you guys in the next class. Bye.